was trailed by 20 hounds. Didn't get to sleep that night till the morning came around. Set out running, but I take my time. A friend of the devil is a friend of mine. I get home before daylight, just might get some sleep tonight. Ran into the devil.
Hi, I'm Bob, and I have seen a lot of videos about juggling sticks, also called key sticks, Diablo sticks, fire sticks, devil sticks. Basically all they are is a stick that you juggle with two other sticks. Now all these videos I've seen have shown people doing amazing feats with the stick, and it's really just nobody explains what happens. So I'm going to tell you exactly how to get started with the key sticks or juggling sticks. These beautiful key sticks here were made by Lauren Shannon, and her name is Lolo, and she's in Wilmington, North Carolina. And she made these, and they're a foam rubber on there. It's really easy to work with. It's got rubber ends, and I've got other ones. I've got a blue set that are really nice. They're more rubberized tape as foam cushion as the other one was. I've got a leather, red leather and black leather, and these have stoppers that act as weights or counterbalances. And for the purpose of this exercise, I'm going to be using the yellow because it's probably the easiest one to see. Okay, first things first. We've got a balance point here in the center, and it's marked by tape, and this is basically where it balances. Now these two ends are kind of weighted. So when you're holding your sticks, and when you hold your sticks, the important thing to remember is not like you're a drummer. Okay? You're going to have one hand up and one hand down. And what you're going to do is you're going to flip your hands like this. And you'll see in just a minute how this works out. Okay? So the hand, you've got your balance point here. So when you're going, you notice my hands are flip-flopping. Alright? Okay. Now all you're trying to do is get this to turn over this way and then this way, like a pendulum. Okay? It swings right here, and it's sort of right about the mid part of your chest, and it goes back and forth. And what you're doing is you're taking one hand and you're catching it, and with that hand you're catching it and throwing it. With the other hand, all you're doing is keeping it from going over. Okay, you don't push down on the other hand. The hand that's facing up throws it over to the other side, and this hand goes from this side to the catching side, which turns the hand over, as you can see. Now, and it throws it, and it turns, and you catch it. So, as you can see, when it's going here, I'm only using really one hand. It's hard to do one-handed, but I'm just using the one hand to go back and forth. It's throwing it to the other side like this, right? And all this other stick is doing is keeping it from going over, okay? If you push down on it while you're throwing it up, you get a real radical action like this. And it doesn't look good, it doesn't feel good, and this is all about feeling good. You put on some music and you go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Now then, you want to keep it on a horizontal plane, because if you try and work it with this way, gravity is going to take it downward. There's not enough friction in the tape to hold it. So you try and keep it one side to the other. As you notice, if you can hold it like this on one side or the other until you can get comfortable like this. You don't have to go anywhere else. You can just work on moving your hands and flipping them. Now I'm going to show you a really good exercise to get started with, okay? And you have to start slow. So, okay, as you can see, we have your key stick here that goes back and forth like a pendulum, right? Like it rotates on an axis, like a wheel. Now, the exercise I have is in using your hands to flip-flop like this, okay? Now, what you want to do is you want to lay the thing on the ground and you want to have the right hand up. Now, put the right stick underneath the side over here and take the left one and just put it, just touch it. It doesn't have to do anything. Now the exercise is throwing and catching, okay? Moving it over so you get the action of throwing instead of pushing down. So you go back and forth like this. And this is a really good exercise for when you get started. Now, when you get this down pat, you say, oh, well, what do I do next? Well, it's really easy, and I know I can say it's easy because I can do it, but you just start. You pick it up. You throw it up in the air a little bit, and it'll go slowly, but it'll go, and then you get started. And you'll see that this action is what you'll mimic when you jump start like this. Okay? Now, start slow, and you notice that my sticks are not out like this. All right? They are more pointed towards the center, and that is closer to the balance point, is easier to do. If you do it out here, it's real hectic, okay? It goes fast, it is unpredictable, and I'll show you that there. Here, close in, you can basically go really, really slow, right? But that's no fun. So you do it about halfway and keep it pointed inward so you work that center point, right? Now, if you were to go to the outside, you see how hectic this is? It's not smooth, right? Because really, you're not removing the stick from, it's staying connected at all times, right? So you've got yourself going back and forth, and remember, just if you get a nick and can't do it, just go back to this, and remember to move your hand, flip. Notice it turns like when you're flipping. You know, you flip it like that, like a pancake. Just like that. Now the object is to have fun, okay? And relax. It's very relaxing and soothing. It's almost like yoga or Tai Chi or whatever. Because you go back and forth. A lot of people call these Diablo sticks or devil sticks, but key sticks, to me, I'm not sure what key means, but it seems it's more relaxing than devil or Diablo. So you're just going along here, and you get comfortable with just going back and forth, and you want to do a trick. Well, the first trick you should always try is just a simple flip. See, and I messed it up right there. Just a simple flip, and all you're going to do is when you flip it, instead of letting it catch, you're just going to move it out of the way for a second and let it continue on, and the other side will come back and you catch it just like normal, right? Oops. See? Everybody drops it. Don't worry about dropping it. Just make sure you're in a safe place. Okay, now watch what I'm doing. The yellow is going to flip from the left to the right. Alright, did you see that? And all I did was move the stick out of the way. See, I almost didn't move it out of the way there. You can see it there. I just moved it completely out of the way. Now these tricks will come naturally to you. You'll be sitting there jamming on your music, you know, and things, and it'll just happen, right? You'll do some weird thing, and then you'll go, how did I do that? And all of a sudden you'll be able to do things like this, which is really, really simple if you think about it. But you see it and you go, wow, that's amazing. Well, it's a lot of fun. It's relaxing. It's something to do while you're sitting there listening to music. I enjoy it a lot. You go outside, listen to the birds, and just have fun. And that's what I think it's all about, is having fun. If I've missed anything, guys, just let me know. Give me some questions and I'll try to answer them. I don't know any really super fancy tricks, but when you're outside and you get comfortable and you can throw it up and catch it and feel comfortable doing that, you can throw this thing way up in the air and catch it, and it's super impressive. It really is. And if you've got music going on, you can go to the time of the music, dun 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 dun. So, you know, well, that's not really good music, but. And that is Key Sticks. And I am Bob. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next video.